consumption. 13 days. I can't wait. Certainly it constitutes bad news when the people who agree with you are buggier than batshit. Why did you take the quote itself away so fast that time? Whatever, it's high noon. There isn't a better feeling in the world than waking up knowing you don't have to work. And that vanished once I remembered I have to go to Yoko's store. Wasn't excited about it yesterday, but today I feel kind of nervous. I don't even know why. Let's go, Lane. Come with me. Yes, Sela. Take a floating train to Yoko's neighborhood. It's in one of the district's richest areas, right on the border to the next one. Wow, fancy. As I walk up, it seems she's just opened and no one else appears to be inside. Wow. Hi, Yoko. Asila, you finally came. Yoko gives me a gigantic hug as soon as she sees me. I actually feel glad to see her as well. Ever since her therapy started, we've barely been able to see each other anymore. She still wears that weird scarf, so I assume she's still part of the bike gang. Why don't we just put this one back in her box? You hear me? That way we can talk for a bit. Alright. Still can't believe she broke after all these years. Elaine, follow Yoko. Yoko takes Elaine to the back of the store and turns her off with her spirit. After that, she puts her inside a pod along with my ownership card. I think this will be the last time I see Elaine. Don't you have any customers? I don't want to bother you. Whatever. You always bother me. In any case, this place ain't just another store, you know. I don't get too many customers, especially this time of day. Fine. How you doing? Do you mean how I'm doing in general? The business? The therapy? Everything, I guess. The shop is going well, like always. We get new models and sell them fast. I spend most of my time here working and with the gang. Are you still with them? I don't get how they haven't gotten you out. What? Are you still with them? I don't get how they haven't gotten you yet. Because you're a cricket, that's why. And I don't get in too much trouble anymore. I just go out to drive with them and do a thing or two. If you want someone to discover me, then you gotta be the one arresting me. I just take care of androids, dude. You know that. Although, thinking about it, I guess you're barely human anymore. I'm still legally human, and about the therapy, I'm a lot better now. It's hard considering the kind of business I run, but I haven't put anything new in myself for months. I feel so much more stable. I'm glad. It was harming you. You were kind of turning into a psycho. I mean, more than before, at least. Human bodies ain't ready for extremely sudden changes, or that's what the shrink said. Anyway, I'm glad you're not turning into a killer robot. I'm glad too. I like that whole killer cyborg thing. By the way, you need a new android, right? Always right down to business. I have problems too. I'm fucked. More like getting fucked over. And then Elaine broke, so yeah. Have I gotta beat up anyone? It's my job. I think they're just trying to fire me, blame me for everything that goes wrong, and changed my partners. I'm sure they're just looking for a reason. Don't worry about it. You can always work for me. What a relief. Let's check out the android I told you about. That'll cheer you up. I don't have money for a new android. Doesn't matter. Follow me. Okay. Yoko guides me to the shelves area. Different models are sorted into sections, each one showcasing a few types. About half of them are female and seem kind of bland, to be honest. All these androids are too average. I don't care about them. Should I really be doing this? Maybe living alone would be better. Something I don't like about having to buy a friend. Just get a cat, dude. I don't know if I want another robot, honestly. The androids have been bugging me for a while. Their fake personalities. Look at that one. Yoko moves some models out of the way, showing a pod in the back of the shelf. This one's different. She's in a life pod without any kind of liquid. She has an oxygen tube connected to her neck, and only the latest generation androids use those. bioroid. Yeah. Is that supposed to be some kind of new model? Yes and no. The model is new and ain't for sale. Completely finished, but still in the final testing process. This one actually secondhand. She's had a few owners before. Really? You're selling me a secondhand android. It's exactly because she's secondhand that I ain't selling her. I said it before. It's not for sale. Don't ask me about her previous owner or how I got her. I can't answer that. They won't track the android. I'm gonna trust you. Hope you don't get me in trouble. So I take it you're interested? It's free, isn't it? Of course I am. Great. Android's ready, and no, nobody ain't gonna track her. Just don't let her connect to the network unsupervised, just in case. Her old name was Mara. You can change it if you want. Mara. I like it. Good. I'll send her to your place in a few minutes. Dude, don't you need my card? Zila, I know your info already, you know? I have a bad feeling about this. Oh, well, I'll be off home then. You in a hurry? I want to try her. Well then, have fun. Hit me up on HoloNet, and if she does anything weird or breaks down, eh? Yeah, thanks, Yoko. Take care. Thinking back on it, the android had earrings. Her old owner most likely gave them to her, and Yoko should have taken them off. There's still something a bit off about all this. How is Yoko supposed to sell that android? I don't think she's the one responsible for Elaine's breakdown. Yoko's twisted, but not that much. Anyway, have a new android, and thinking about it, Elaine didn't really keep me company, so can't complain. I arrive at my flat, but the capsule's nowhere to be found. Maybe I got here before the package? Head inside. Couriers are efficient as ever, so I guess I'll just have to wait. Hear a knock on my door. The package? I run to open it, but choose to look through the peephole first. There's a girl waiting. It's the android. She's beautiful, but why is her hair white? Gotta be a test model. They didn't even dye her hair. Hello? She looks scared. I open the door for her. She ducks under my arm and gets inside my apartment. Hey, I'm... Sela. I mean, Sela? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, too. You're probably Mara. I just thought... I'm Mara, yes. So this is your house? Yeah, it's my house. Hey, why didn't you come here in your pod? Huh? Why? I take my card from my pocket and hand it to her. Doesn't seem like she knows what to do with it. What's this? It's my ownership card? Owner? Ah, of course. Yoko sold me. I almost forgot. Yeah, I just bought you. Wait, you know Yoko? I don't get it. She remembers Yoko. I mean, she probably started her up at the store and forgot to wipe her memory. Classic Yoko. She finally did it. So am I your roommate now? Well, I bought you, so I guess. Well, I mean, we didn't actually buy you. No money was exchanged. Yoko said she wouldn't sell me, so I guess she changed her mind. I'm glad she did. Did you want to get sold? Hang on, wait. First of all, why are you already booted up? Why shouldn't I be? Whatever. What did Yoko say about me? Nothing in particular. Can I know why you still have memories? I mean, didn't they wipe them before putting you up for sale? Of course I have memories. Memories of my old family and Yoko, though they're kind of blurry. I have never had a good memory. Got that from my sister. Strange. Maybe I should call Yoko. Now I'm gonna live here. It's a lot better than the warehouse. I think this is the special thing she mentioned. An android with memories. Guess she thought that'd give her a bigger personality. Not sure if I like it. Hey, you know what? Your hair color reminds me of something that happened to me the other day. Mara makes a puzzled face. Uh-huh. I saw a food stand. They were selling a strange candy I'd never seen before. It's called cotton candy. Cotton, like the one used for clothes. Could it be that your hair is made with the same substance? What stupidity? How's it going? Wait, did you just try to Turing test me? Must have hit the nail on the head because you seem upset. I'm not gonna fall for that trick. Well, didn't expect you to catch me so fast. You didn't even try. Mara smiles, proud of herself. For now, I was just testing the waters. There is one thing I would like to ask you. You're a bioroid, are you not? I don't really know what a bioroid is. An android made of organic materials. Have you ever cut yourself? Bled? I think I've cut myself before, yes, and I definitely bled. That's not really enough to know if you're a bioroid, but I'm still pretty sure you are. Curious how you see the world. What do you mean? Do you see any kind of information that human beings can't see? How am I supposed to know that? I've never seen the world through the eyes of a human being. In fact, I've never seen anything through anything other than my own eyes. Has your brain always been inside that body? Wait. Would you stop with that test thing? I know what you're doing. Test? Shit, she's really fucking perceptive. She got me again. I've had a lot of tests when... You know, forget it. Just stop asking me weird questions. What's this about you having a lot of tests? Tell me. No, it's not something I want to talk about. Tell me. It's in order. No. What? You can't refuse? I'm refusing right now. This android, something very peculiar, answers in a very unique way to all the tests I do, and it doesn't seem to follow any kind of laws or rules. Maybe it's from the black market. If that's the case, Yoko could have just put me in a good mess by selling it to me. Hello, I'm still here. So, how did you get here exactly? You weren't in any capsule, so I guess you came by your own? I don't get it. You were inside the pod before you left the store. The pod mistakenly arrived at one of the upper floors of the building. A girl dressed in red woke me up there and walked me to your door. Girl in red could be one of Yoko's cronies, but why send Mara to another floor? Maybe it was a mistake after all? I mean, I didn't give her my details. She must have forgotten. No, that girl already knew that the capsule was going to reach the upper floor, so why do that on purpose then? That's weird. Did she tell you her name? No, and the truth is that I was a little dizzy, so I didn't ask her either. In fact, I'm still a little dizzy. I've barely had a glimpse of the city. That girl was shoving me down. Well, now you're here. Honestly, I don't know what to do with you. Guess I'll figure it out later. What do you mean by that? Don't worry about it. You'll see the city soon enough. If you say so, at least. Can you show me around? It's getting late, so I think I'll go to sleep. Late? It just got dark. Oh, of course. You're a cop. It's the pills, but yeah, how did you know? I saw your badge on the uniform lying there. Right. Well then, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm going to sleep too. Please wake me up tomorrow. I don't want to end up sleeping all day. I got more than enough sleep in that pod. Wake you up. Sleep. How do I say this? You're a machine. You can just log off. I don't think I know how to do that. You don't even know how to turn yourself off? What's wrong with sleeping with you? Do you see the thing on the floor? That's my bed. I sleep on a futon. I mean, I can sleep on a futon too. My back might hurt a little bit in the morning, but I can live with that. I don't think you understand. I don't have another futon, so you're gonna sleep on the couch. I'll sleep with you. Of course not. My futon's for humans only. You're gonna sleep on the couch. Okay, but only for tonight. Tomorrow, I'm gonna sleep with you. You're a robot. You don't need a bed. You've got a bed? Why can't I have one too? Please? Ugh. Fine. We'll do it your way for now. Oh. Okay, we'll do it your way for now. Didn't know companion androids could be so demanding. I mean, she seems like a good girl, or AI if I want to be more specific. Definitely complex, no doubts about that. I'll test her for a bit tomorrow, but for now, I'd better be getting off to sleep. Take off my clothes and get under the covers. Mara plops down on the couch, lying on her side, looking at me, her face completely flushed. Choose to ignore her and slowly drift off to sleep. Psst. Psst. What do you want? I was about to fall asleep. I'm scared. Can we talk for a bit until I get sleepy? Scared? What are you scared of? I'm just nervous. You can talk about yourself if you want to. Maybe your personality's too complex. What do you do at your job? I'm a negotiator for cybercrime and robotics division in the district's police department. That sounds interesting. Tell me more. I know it's interesting, but I'll tell you more tomorrow. I need to sleep. What am I supposed to do while you work? Can I go out? You can't go outside. You're gonna stay here. You can use my computer or read one of my books. Just don't connect to the network. Okay. Now please, let me sleep. Alright, I'm sorry. Sleep tight. Fuck, I stayed up too late. Now it's gonna be hard to fall asleep. Getting up tomorrow is gonna feel like death. Oh no. Dreams. 12 days. Okay, so how much we want to bet that Mara's related to this, and things aren't different, things are things. Huh? Okay, buddy. I open my eyes slowly. They sting, just as I thought. I slept like crap. There's something warm besides me? Mara's sitting next to me. I get up quickly. Hey, what the fuck are you doing? I woke up a bit ago and couldn't get back to sleep, so I started feeling a little anxious. I was just waiting for you to wake up. Just talk to me next time. You don't have to startle me. Okay, next time I'll just wake you up. That's not what I meant. Whatever, I have to get ready for work. What about me? The computer's over there on the desk to your right, and there's a bookshelf right next to it. When are you coming back? I work part-time, so I'll be back soon. She pouts and goes to the bookshelf. As for me, I overslept once again. While she's looking through my books, I get myself ready to work and leave. Vega isn't waiting for me today, but Kyle, sitting in the company van, hop in the back and see the new girl, Darla. I don't know if I like the van. It's too flashy. From now on, we're just going directly to the site. Boss says we don't have to go to the station since he can just send us the briefing through the network. I'll tell you what we need to do. Won't have to look at the boss, and that's always a good thing. I have to look serious. These two cannot know I don't give a damn about this. I'll make sure to report everything back to the station. Understood. Unless... because these two are part of a different company, right? And Kyle definitely fucked up yesterday's mission on purpose, right? Were they just trying to get me on their shit? I don't know. I don't trust anybody. Darla reaches her hand out to me. I think she wants me to shake it, so I do it. My name's Darla. It's a pleasure. You've seen me before, but we never got introduced. Oh, right. Vega talked about you? I'm Sela. You're coming with us from now on, right? Yeah, I'm in charge of the paperwork, and I can assure you that I'm a lot faster than Vega. I'm also gonna evaluate you. I'm part of the psychology team in Velta. Psychologist. So they're still obsessing over my psyche at Hoplon after all this time, huh? At least I don't have to see that jerk anymore. Sela, Hoplon sex regulations enforce respect between coworkers. So what? You're from fucking Velta. Darla smirks. Don't know if just to please me or if she actually found my retort funny. Might even have fun with her if I forget the fact that they're trying to hide stuff from me. Okay, so can I get a briefing? We're going to the helipad now. An android locked itself in an abandoned building down in the old part of the district. We're going in from the skylights and taking the android out to reprogram it. We're going in an airship. Something wrong with the main entrance? Building is locked and the elevators aren't working. I get it. I'm not complaining. I like helicopters. Do you like heights? I do, and I like the view of this district. It's pretty. Wish that it was that pretty at ground level. Also like the feeling of the wind against my face. It's relaxing for me. Reminds me of my old job before I did this police thing. You work to pay your tuition, right? I see you've done your homework. My job was to fix antennas at night. Had to get on the rooftops of a lot of different buildings. Velta didn't really help me once I stopped being useful for them. That's why I think it's strange that you two are here now. I just work for them. All I know is that I have to evaluate and take care of you. Nothing else. I believe you. I'm glad. I like heights too. I can see all the people from up there just like living their normal lives, completely unfazed by my presence. That's kind of weird. What about the owners of the building? Have they said anything? The owners passed away over a decade ago. It seems like the android's been there since they closed it after their passing. Why are we doing this just now? Because their sons are selling what's left of the company and found the android when they were visiting the building to assess its value. Understood. It's not too strange for robots to stay in a place like a guard dog even after everyone leaves. Although I'm afraid this might have something to do with the hacker who's been following me. We're mildly paranoid. It's fine. This is fine. Why do you think it's weird, that thing about watching people? Are you still thinking about that? It's weird because there's a thing called privacy, dude, and most people like to keep it, private. I've never bothered them, and they don't even know that I'm looking at them. They wouldn't care. That makes it even worse. We arrive at the helipad, suit up with the rest of the team. I think we might have skipped a safety measure or two, but we're in a hurry. Pilot doesn't trust me since I almost crashed his chopper once while trying to wrestle a first-generation android on board, so made us get on a scale before boarding. How was I supposed to know the fucking weight limit was so small? After a bit, we're finally up high. It's only gonna take a few more minutes to arrive at the building. Kyle says it's huge. Are you having fun? I guess? That's good. She scribbles something on her PDA. What are you writing? Is this related to my evaluation? That's my job. You're making a funny face. Leave me alone. I'm tired. Hey, no offense, but you're kind of weird. Has anyone told you that before? They have. Quite often, actually. Do you want me to shut up? No, I'm sorry. Didn't know. By the way, have you gotten any kind of combat training? Just the basics. I'm gonna leave if something happens, but I can defend myself if needed. How much can you defend yourself? I mean, could you go against an illegal android? I don't think so, but like Kyle is trained in combat and that's why he's coming with us. I'm not saying that you're gonna need him, but he will help you if the need arises. Sure, combat specialist. Gonna have to see to that. Then just stay behind me. No android's better than me. And there's Kyle. Still don't really get why they sent him with me. Kyle glares at me from his seat. Hey, maybe don't piss off the person who's gonna have your back. Is that why they call you the witch? What? No, that's for something else. The seizures. You had epileptic seizures, right? And they called you witch because your eyes would go white. I didn't choose this fucking nickname, okay? I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. That's so rude. Whatever. Felt him manage to fix that and he stopped. That makes me feel better. I think I judged her too quickly. She's not too bad. Still remember how Vega didn't trust me just because of that stupid nickname. We arrive at the building. Kyle explains to me that the android's on the highest floor, so we won't have to run downstairs. What a relief. We abseil the abseil? Is that a word? Hold on, I've never seen this word in my life, and now I have to fucking abseil. No, abseil. It is! Descend from a rock face or other near... Oh. Interesting. I guess I'm not a rock climber, so I don't fucking know this term. Sail down the rope and pass through the skylight. After walking through a few corridors, we arrive at the room where the android is. It's a first-generation android, as usual. Gonna be pretty hard to disconnect if the android doesn't have a safety shutdown system. What do we do now? You're asking me? You're the leader of our group, therefore in charge of decision making. Maybe the company is trying to test me out. So what you're saying is you'll jump in only if I mess it up? Pretty much, yeah. Okay then. I'm gonna connect directly to the android and shut it off from there, and just like always. Just like always, yes, I totally did that last time. Disconnect me if I take too long. Understood. Wouldn't that harm your memory? I don't think so. The firewall should protect me in case it tries to pass through, and if you disconnect me, my brain will be just fine. I'm a human, remember? Get an electric shock at worst. Before you connect yourself, what do you think happened? I've got to send mission reports to the head office. I'm gonna take a look around and check if everything's safe. Good. Regarding the report, it seems like the android's connected itself to an old processing unit in the building. Now, and this part is really strange, I think that while its body is a first-generation one, the programming was probably overwritten. You're thinking it might be a fourth-generation one then, right? No, I think this is related to the case we had a few days ago. First-gen model can't have a fourth-gen AI. Their uniqueness requires a lot more power. What other reason could an android have to try and enhance itself that way? I mean, there could be a million reasons. I can't say I know. There's something off about this. Kyle said the robot had been locked here for over a decade. Highly doubt its battery could last for such a long time. This android was probably actually reactivated not too long ago. Sit next to the android and connect myself to his brain. I'm inside just a few seconds later. Data is all over the place, just as I expected from an android that hasn't been serviced in a while. The AI throws everything it has at me in a poor attempt at corrupting my own brain until suddenly it stops. Hey, come out. We need to talk. Oh, jeez. Shh, be quiet. I need to sleep. I didn't get any sleep last night, so if I can't sleep, neither can you. How did you get in? I need to sleep. Oh, wait. It's you. This was done by the same hacker from the other day, right? Don't get a response, so I open up a path around his data, passing through multiple protocols until I get deep enough to force a reply from him. What do you want? No, what do you want? Why did you connect yourself to that machine? You recognized me. I know you're the same one from the other day. Oh, yes, that. What are you doing here? I'm doing my job, and you can't just hang around in this building. It's illegal, you know? My master said that I could sleep here. He didn't mention it was against the law. Can I speak to that master of yours? No, I do not think so. It's better if you just leave me alone. I just want to dream. Dream? Yes, my master promised it to me. I had to dream until the freckled girl arrived, and then give her a message. But I could not do it. I was about to do it until you interrupted me. He seems to be a mix of first and fourth generation. Who could have done something like that? It's too much for that poor decades-old piece of hardware. He's completely dazed. I'm already here. You don't have to keep waiting. Just skip the first step of your order. Impossible. Modifying my orders could lead to unexpected errors. I underestimated him. The android's still trying to get me out of here. He slowly surrounds me and makes my presence unstable. It feels like there's something stronger here. What's your name? I am. You are? Sal. Oh, hello. What a coincidence. Twice in the same week. Actually, it's not a coincidence. Excuse me for my tardiness. I wasn't quite sure of which android would be assigned to you, so it took me a while to find you. Master, I am still sleeping, just like you ordered me to. Good job. I don't need you anymore. What was left of the old android vanished in an instant. Now it's just the data flux this hacker's relaying to me, and I can't see it where it came from. Knew you were behind this, Sal. I just wanted to see you again. Please forgive me if it bothers you. Although that AI turned out to be quite stubborn, and I'm sorry about that. What do you want from me? Well, I want you, but I'm not a jealous person, so don't be afraid. You can go with your life, but I hope you don't mind if I send a message to your data chip. You know, I'm not exactly patient when it comes to petty hackers, but I'm sure I won't let you get in my brain. So start talking. What's this all about? I had to modify plenty of androids so I can give you this message. Helplensec caught me the other day when I tried to trespass, and I can't get there any longer, so I had to hack a lot of androids and wish for luck. As you can see, it worked. Uh-huh. And why a fourth generation? Could have used plenty of other systems to control this machine. I have been interested in their uniqueness for a while, but it's complex, as you should know. I don't have the resources to create it, though my main reason is that they barely leave traces. What was that about dreaming? I reprogrammed that piece of scrap. There is a lot of information there about how to improve himself, but I didn't grant him network access, obviously. So you're connected to him through a local network. Kind of risky, don't you think? Tell me about it. You can't be too cautious enough. Can't be too cautious enough with a fourth generation. That's why I have to leave now. I'm going to bring my friend back, this time with my message, and please let him give it to you. I can't afford to leave traces of me in dozens of different models. Oh, and I love to see you in action, so good luck with my friend. Until next time, Sela, take care. What the hell, you're leaving? I'm not gonna waste any more fucking time with your games. Are you still there? Ugh! Android's data comes back to his brain, though this time it feels slightly heavier. It was him, the master. Why did he come? You're really stupid. I need to get out of here. Still trapped in his mind. Really not liking this, though my defenses are still going strong. Well, the master said I have slept enough, so now I have to give you something. I have to do it. The master asked me to do so. You're not gonna give me anything. You're just making me waste my fucking time. If you are not going to help me, then do not bother me. There is a network and a thread, and I have to use it. A thread? What are you talking about? You don't get it, do you? Only humans can dream? You're just mixing up ideas. Look, I'm gonna have to fry your brain if you refuse to let me go. The android's data starts to rearrange. It's vulnerable. Poor thing just wants to connect to the network, but he doesn't even know what that is, so he just looked up on his databases for the closest thing it could find. My memory chip. That was the hacker's plan, I guess. I can keep trying to convince him to let me go, but I doubt he'd listen to me. can resist and hope for the best, or just let his message go through. Yeah, no, I don't think so. What? What is this force stopping me from moving? From this point onwards, it will be very hard to convince him. He's just a machine and has already wrecked his own programming after his last reconfiguration. Just give up. Shutting you off is just a matter of time at this point. Why prolong the inevitable? Even if you could, that dreamland of yours doesn't even exist. What you're trying to reach is actually my brain. Oh, my master could not have lied to me. He taught me what to do. He told me it was not an easy task. I must do this, and you are not helping. You're wrong. Your master didn't teach you any of this. You're the one mixing things up. Still don't get why I'm trying to argue with a bunch of badly programmed data. He's constantly attacking me while trying to send me his data. I think he now detects my voice as a threat. My master gave me everything. I will not fail him. He's still trying to expand to the network. Don't think he can actually do anything unless he's formatted, but it's my turn to act now. Let's get out of here together. You won't die, I promise. This is my last warning. I know why the master has brought you here. You are human. You can dream. I just need to use your head. He tries to expand no matter what, and while his strength is quite impressive, he's still an obsolete android. Time to pull the cord. This time I'm the one getting deep into his mind, and once and for all, finally managed to disconnect him. I feel a sharp pain on the back of my neck. Darla's disconnected me. I feel like my head is about to explode, but back in the real world, Android is completely fried. Poor fool was entirely bound to his programming. There wasn't anything unique about him. Asila, what happened? You were squirming, so I broke the connection. Oh, thank you, Darla, but you didn't have to do it. I managed to disconnect him just then. I think you damaged his brain. I'm sorry, I didn't know. It's fine. I think I disconnected him just in time. He's most likely still in one piece, which is lucky for him considering that idiot was trying to get into my brain. Anyway, we can take him now. If there's anything left inside him, they'll have to take it out at the lab. I'm glad you managed to get out. I'll send my report and catch you in the van. The boss is waiting outside. The boss? Wait, what are all these people doing here? Several units in the room, including a few Velta agents. They probably came here as soon as Darla sent her first report to make sure nothing about this case goes public. Isn't a single text in this district containing 4th generation that's not supervised by Velta. You're there all day. We were monitoring you and we're afraid that something might have happened to you. The whole day? Shit, Mara's still home alone. Hope she listened to me and stayed inside. It's okay. I'll talk to the boss and then wait for you. Just don't take too long. I won't. Make my way around to the agents securing the area. They give me a few concerned looks. Glad to know that not all of them are completely heartless. Company's doctor stops me before I can leave. Nah, you! Hello, Sela. How do you feel? I'm fine. I've recovered already. What about your chip? Does it hurt? Just a bit, but they disconnected me just in time. Good, good. Still, you have to sign my report. You already know that your contract doesn't cover medical insurance, so if you feel sick, you need to see a private physician, but we're under obligation to take you there if you need it. No, I'm fine. I signed the report, and now I can finally go where my boss awaits. There he comes. Sela, are you okay? You almost got us in big trouble. Those Velta agents won't leave me alone ever since Darla sent out her first report. Everybody's valley now. The job was harder than we all expected, sir, but nothing major happened. However, the android is a bit banged up. Great, but what happened there? The android turned out to be hostile. Didn't know he was a 4th generation emulator. Sorry, his hardware was very old and he acted erratically. 4th generation? So Velta was up to something. They said they came to look over their precious daughter. Suppose it's not that big of a deal then. Just one android less. Be more careful next time. You're an important member of this company. What? You know how much we value our employees and take care of them, just like a big family. You're a key piece for a Hoplon sec to keep working. You can go home now. Just make sure to sign the medical paperwork before you leave. Thank you, sir. I've already signed it. Was he just putting on a big show for the Velta employees? Begin to make my way towards the van. Just as I thought, the elevator isn't working, so I'll have to use the stairs instead. Luckily, my proto-cells have started to work again after being in shock from my sudden disconnection, so I don't feel tired at all. Boss's speech dragged on forever, just like always, but now I can finally go home. To be honest, this day went on quickly, considering I was unconscious for most of it. Now that I think about it, I almost forgot. It's Friday! Thank goodness! Thought this week would never end. Okay, we're not gonna acknowledge the fact that our boss was weirdly nice compared to the last time we talked to that motherfucker, and he was like, this is literally all your fault, and also, I could fucking fire you, right? Am I crazy? Whatever. Get inside the van and take off my gear. After taking off my boots, I decided to just keep my feet bare. I think I'll do this more often now that Vega isn't here anymore. Don't think those two would mind to see my feet. Everyone looks pretty busy outside. Probably even more upset now that they know what actually happened. But I don't care. Couldn't possibly feel more relaxed than I am now, alone in the dark without anyone bothering me. All I hear is the faint mumbling of people talking outside echoing in the van's body. Here's someone opening up the door. I think my break won't last too long. Starla, I'm glad. I don't think she'll bug me too much. Hi. See, you've made yourself comfortable. Yeah, join me. Sit here. Not feet! Get this shit out of here. She takes it very seriously, sitting next to me and taking off her boots as well. Don't know if she did it because she thought it was an order, or if maybe she just felt like it. Like this. You didn't have to do that too, but it doesn't really matter. You don't remember, do you? What? What am I supposed to remember? I'll tell you, eventually. You've got small feet for someone so big. Thanks, I guess? Did you know that 5th generation models don't have any physical differences when compared to a human, minus the ports in their nips and under their ears? What are you talking about? I didn't even know there was a 5th generation. She ignores me. Hey! Now it's Kyle's turn to get into the van. He doesn't even say hello to us. I mean, it's better that way. I'll just pretend he's not there. He starts the van, starts to drive over to my place. What was Darla even trying to say? Hey, Darla, do you dream often? After I managed to get into the system, the android at the building said that he was trying to dream about going to a better place or something like that. I don't really sleep much, but when I do, I don't dream of anything. Do you think you could teach an android to dream? Oh, humans often think that androids leave the factory already knowing everything, but like, that's not true. Just like humans, they learn things over time, and plenty of them have trouble learning specific tasks. I can't tie my shoes, to give you an example. How are you supposed to put them back on? To be honest, I was thinking about that. Can you tie them for me? Okay. Well, I mean, I guess it's true you have to teach androids to do some stuff, like if they were kids. But those things often come in software upgrades, and it's not exactly the same. Celia, your job is to take back androids so that they can be reprogrammed, right? Of course. What kind of question is that? Don't you think you're, like, killing them in a way? What? Killing them? We don't kill them. They're reprogrammed and then sent out to do their tasks, unless they're, like, old or extremely rare models. She's kind of right. But you delete everything that made them themselves. It's not just like killing them. If I take out your brain and put another one in its place, then, like, you probably won't be yourself anymore. It would just be another person in Sila's body. I mean, I get what you mean, but humans have a sense of self-awareness, and no two are alike, while androids aren't exactly individuals. They can't die, just like a rock can't die. Darla, I'm pretty sure Sila's tired after what happened today. Can't we just leave her alone? You're right, I'm sorry. Sorry, Sila. You're not bothering me, Darla. Kyle looks at me through the rearview mirror. There's something about him that puts me on edge. Darla keeps quiet until we arrive at my place. I think she realized her mistake of talking too much in front of Kyle and kind of feel sorry for her. Don't know what Velta's planning, but Darla doesn't seem to be cut out for the job. Put her shoes on and tie her laces before I leave, which seems to considerably brighten her mood. She's just like a little girl. I'll see you on Monday, Darla. She gives me a smile as a response, which dies as soon as she glances at Kyle. Every time I think of her as a human, I feel good. It's been a while since I've talked to a nice flesh and bone person, but that feeling's gonna be over soon. Pull out my keys and twist the knob of my door.